Something is hiding inside the tornadoes of Oklahoma. Hydra theory. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hello gorgeous people, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're jumping into a new analog horror series called Hydra Theory.
Oh, so the analog horror is called Hydra Theory. I didn't thought about that. That's interesting because I didn't know what I even suspected about that.
In this series, we learn about an incident called the 2005 glowing tornado outbreak, where from May 3rd to May 8th of 2005, there were 28 tornadoes across Oklahoma. But the weird thing about these tornadoes was not just the amount of them, but they were unusually violent and had glowing green lights inside of them. So university student Hunter Graves decides to investigate and see if he could find out what is causing these crazy tornadoes.
Question to my American friend. From the USA front. Is it true that in 2005 there was so much tornadoes, violent tornadoes in Oklahoma? Because that's pretty interesting. This is like some real event from our real world, just mixed with analog horror, or this even those tornadoes are made up thing. This is interesting.
So in today's video, we're going to watch through all the videos in the Hydra Theory series so far and see if we can find out what is really going on here. And on top of that, there's also a website connected to this called
so the riddle is even more complicated when you have extensions, like with sites. I remember with Happy Meat Farm, there was also another, I think, 3 or 4 channels that on the very first glance they weren't even connected anyhow, but later on we can see that this was connected. So yeah. It's getting started pretty complicated. Let's see where it will go.
hydratheory.net. So we'll be checking out that too. Also, you guys absolutely know the creators of the series, AQ Studios, who also made Midwest Angelica. So please be sure to go and support
I don't know this one, so sorry.
Them at the Hydra Theory channel, which will be linked in the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators.
Yeah, this is also from me. If you see the analog horror creator make a very good video, support him, give him likes, give him subs, give him support, everything that he deserves. If you think Marcus did a very good job with analyzing this video, also give him some love, give him sub, likes, everything that he need. And on the very end of this line, if you think that my comment, my reaction, and my extra analysis to everything like that will be said, it also was made a good job, you can support me. Thank you.
And I know sometimes you guys are too scared to watch these videos on your own, and that's why you watch them with me. But another great way that you can go and support these creators is by opening up their videos in another tab or on another device and just lowering the volume, but don't mute it entirely. This helps the creators still get their views and watch time and helps them continue to grow on the algorithm. So please be sure to do that before we start today. The link.
Let's also say that one thing. I'm not watching Marcus because I'm scared of those analog horrors. I'm just too stupid to find some details that he will find. So it helped me with those, but also if I would like to make those analyzing during the stream, I think those streams would take few hours, maybe never even more than a few hours, 6-7 hours, and I think we don't have that much time. So thank you for Marcus for your job, for finding all those details.
Links to all their videos will be in the description down below. But alright guys, that's enough of me yapping. Let's jump right in. Video 1. 2005 Twin Tornado Incident. May 6, 2005, 5:33 p.m. Norman, Oklahoma.
PM. Okay, I thought AM. Strange
Looking a little windy.
quality. Strange quality for 2005. More likely before 2000s. Oh. Ooh.
Now it's looking stormy.
Huh? Government
The
information.
emergency alert system, right? Coming on the TV.
I don't know how tornado looks like, as on my part of the region we don't have tornadoes, or even if there are, so they are very, very light.
Tornado.
Why are you going out?
Camera's really bugging out.
Ooh, yeah, I see that. Oh, Jesus
My God,
Christ.
dude.
This is so scary.
Tornadoes are terrifying.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, looks like we might be going to the basement.
Most probably, as you need to find some of protection. I hope this will be enough. What the? Is it teleporting?
Okay.
It looks like.
Between May 3rd and May 8th, 2005, 28 tornado incidents were reported across Oklahoma, ranging from F1s to F4s. I do want to stop there for a second. This is a fun series for me to go over because personally, I actually don't know much about tornadoes. I've never even really talked to anybody that has had to deal with tornadoes before or anything like that. If you guys have any stories or any experiences, I'd love to know in the comments down below. Please let me know. But we're going to be learning about this together today. So if you don't know much about tornadoes, don't worry. I'm going to try to educate you as best as I can, but also I'm learning at the same time. So this is a first person's POV of a tornado that happened in Norman, Oklahoma. So
Yeah,
this is
it
like
looks
you
very
can see
scary.
the storm just brewing outside of their window here. You could hear the emergency scenario coming across the TV. And then we actually get to see it. Tornadoes are one of those incidents that's just like mind-boggling. Like, how does nature even conjure up something like that? And it's so insane to me and so scary. It really is an interesting idea to create an analog horror series around tornadoes because they're such a scary, naturally occurring thing.
By itself is very, very scary. I can tell it only by watching the videos, I don't know, in television or from the internet. And right now I can say this is not the situation I want to be in. I don't want to be and see a tornado by myself. I pass for that. So yeah, let's go forward.
So to add another layer of horror into that is going to be interesting to see. Now, this POV here looks like it's someone going into their basement to, get some shelter. But what's interesting to me is just listen to the sound.
Yeah, that was like roar.
That's crazy. It almost to me sounded like something was like flying overhead, like a plane or something flying really close to your house type thing. Is what it sounds like.
No. For me, that wasn't like that. So for me, it was like more like roar or shouting. Hard to say, really. Something like that.
So I'm just trying to put similarities. I'm not saying that there was a plane flying over. But this is interesting to me here. This angle, this right here, it clearly sounds like the tornado got extremely close to this person's house, and it looks like perhaps it even took out their house entirely, because this angle right here, like this spinning, looks like we're in the tornado now. And
like in the tornado, in the center of the tornado. How is it saying? The eye of tornado? I don't know. In the very middle of the tornado. And but second thing that is coming to my mind is like some kind of warp or teleporting. Maybe my mind that is always around something fantastic, something you know, like D&D, Warhammer, a little bit of sci-fi. So maybe something like that also is going to my mind and will go.
Between May 3rd and May 8th, 2005, 28 tornado incidents were reported, which is insane. That is a crazy amount in 5 days.
I
Across
think
Oklahoma,
so.
ranging from F1s to F4s.
What
now,
is
if you don't
F1?
know the tornado scale, let's go through it real quick. So
Thank
tornadoes
you.
are measured on the Fujita scale. In 2007, they actually changed the Fujita scale to the enhanced Fujita scale. I'm really hoping I'm pronouncing this right. So we can ignore this right side for now, because these videos that we're seeing are from 2005. So they're using this scale right here. So they were saying F1s to F4s. So
F1 to F4. Okay. But I'm not using freedom to measure the speed of something. I'm using kilometers. This is the lowest F1. Okay. And to F4, and the fastest is Jesus Christ. Is this possible? Is this remotely possible to create something by nature with that? We have even F5. What is the F5? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Funny. Okay.
anything from 73 miles per hour to 260. As a little bonus tidbit, if you're wondering why they changed to the advanced Vegeta scale in 2007,
I'm sorry, but the subtitles changes Fujita to Vegeta. Advanced Vegeta scale. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm cool.
it's apparently because the original scale was found to overestimate the wind speeds required to cause severe damage. It lacked standardization and didn't account for differences in construction quality. But like I said, we're just going to focus on the Vegeta scale for now, unless this series ends up passing 2007. Oh wow, 28 tornado incidents.
Jesus Christ. And 28 of them.
In total, there were 70 lives lost and injuries numbering in the hundreds.
That's not good.
The incident has been called the 2005 glowing tornado outbreak.
Glowing tornado outbreak?
What? Glowing?
Friends from USA, this is true or this is added? I need to know right now because, oh my goodness.
2005 Hunter Graves, HydraTheory.net. Okay. Hydra Theory with Hunter Graves. Okay, Hunter.
Hunter Graves?
This is...
Oh my ears. All the sweet, sweet memories from the beginning of the YouTube, and 99% of videos that sounds like that. Oh my, this is Hunter Graves from HydraTheory.net. The footage you just saw was from an anonymous source in Norman. Okay, watch out for your ears. It will hurt.
Hunter Graves from HydraTheory.net. The footage you just saw was from an anonymous source in Norman. They were struck head-on by an F4 tornado on May 6th.
Oh.
Thankfully, the family survived despite incredible property damage. Wow.
I think the property is non-existent. Maybe the basement only. If. Okay, don't know what I'm seeing.
This tornado was the worst of about 28 tornadoes that struck Oklahoma between May 3rd and May 6th.
Oh, I don't.
Oh my god.
Those are all of those are tornado. Even I'm here. I'm behind me are two more. You better see it. But yeah, those are, and I think those red ones are F4, orange F3, yellow F2, and green one F1. Oh, for the love of all gods, that's scary as hell.
Eyewitnesses described the storms are as unusually violent. Some reported seeing green glowing lights inside the tornadoes. In the footage sent to me from the Norman storm, a green glow can be clearly seen in the footage. Can you show me?
In which moment?
Oh, this. Okay.
You mean those those waves? Okay.
The severity of these storm systems combined with the unusual glowing lights makes me think something very weird is happening. Yeah, that's weird.
That's
Using some basic weather software at my university's lab, I managed to create a rough simulation of the conditions during the outbreak. Basically, the software is telling me that these conditions are impossible without some kind of X factor. I need more data to prove its existence, but for now, I'm calling this anomaly the phenomenon.
Phenomenon. What is that?
It's almost as if the storms are just heads of a snake, with the phenomenon at the root of all this.
What do you mean by that?
For that reason, I'm calling this theory the Hydra theory. I like that.
Okay, makes sense, but I don't see
If we can't
why.
uncover what's behind this soon, I fear things are going to get a whole lot worse. Okay, so this is incredibly interesting and a lot of information that I want to make sure that we could process together and go over. So essentially, between May 3rd and May 8th, there was 28 tornado incidents. And as if that wasn't bad enough, there were some pretty violent tornadoes. And then on top of that, people were reporting seeing a green glow inside of the tornadoes. And we have a picture of that right here. And obviously, I mean, I've never seen a tornado like that before on video. I've never seen a tornado in person, but I've never seen one look like that. So that's pretty weird. So this guy, Hunter Graves.
Yeah, what is worse than a tornado? Radioactive tornado. Who knows, maybe they are radioactive.
Decides that he's going to go to his university, try to simulate the same thing and see what happens. He simulates the conditions, and the software pretty much says, it's impossible that that happened. There has to be another factor in there that caused these tornadoes to exist, to be as violent as they were, and that's the X factor. And now he's calling the X factor the phenomenon. So some phenomenon pretty much created these tornadoes to occur. These aren't just naturally occurring. There has to be something else causing this to happen. And he specifically says, it's as if the storms are just heads of a snake with the phenomenon at the root. And that's why he's calling it Hydra theory. In case you guys don't know what a Hydra is, a Hydra is a multi-headed serpent-like creature. And in the myth, if you cut off one of its heads, it grows back two more. So if we're talking about tornadoes in this case, and we're talking about stopping tornadoes, if you stop one, does that mean two more are gonna appear? Like how loyal is this Hydra thing gonna be? I think this is very interesting though. So again, in short, really unusually dangerous tornadoes, a lot in a very short span of time. There's glowing lights in them, and despite the conditions, there's something else that has to be causing these things to happen. And Hunter here is trying to get to the root of it, because he's afraid if they don't figure it out, this can continue to happen and possibly be even worse. At least that is my understanding of it. If you guys think differently, please let me know in the comments. May 8th, 2005, Sterling, Oklahoma, twin tornado incident.
Twin? Yeah, as one tornado wouldn't be enough. You will have two.
I'm heading up towards Sterling, Oklahoma, chasing a storm system from the northwest.
Oh, tornado chaser. Okay.
Is this something that can happen, twin tornadoes?
I don't really know.
I've seen it in movies,
I'm
but
not
I didn't know if it was ever a real thing. I
looking
feel so
forward.
so lost on this topic. I've got cameras set up to capture video of this storm system. This data will help me get a better idea of what's going on.
Better
Okay,
watch
okay.
out.
Parked on 2nd Ave here to get a look at the conditions.
That gives me nothing information, but okay. Why are you out? Dude, this is so
Windy. Oh. Don't like that dark
dangerous.
cloud.
There's a lot of dark clouds.
6:21 p.m. Tornado warning. Emergency alert aired on local radio.
Okay, for now nothing is bad coming.
There's never a good sound, man. It's. I mean, I know that's why it's supposed to be distinct, but
Okay, we had an emergency that is going on.
around 6:30 p.m. reports of hail, supercell formation, and rotation spotted.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
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 That's a good reaction to that. Oh my God! Look at the colors.
Okay. As you can see, here is a very typical black, blue, nothing very like unusual. Here is yellow, as I think from the sun, from the sunbeams, but here a green one is like connect yellow and blue. It's like that why it's so green here. That's strange.
Really, that's not normal, is it?
It's
Dude, that looks like a snake right there.
where? Wait, but what? Where did you see snake?
Dude, that looks like a snake right there.
Where? What the hell did you see a snake? Oh. Oh. Okay, I see. This is a snake. You have eyes. Here is a mouth. Is the rest of the body. It's okay. It's strange. Okay, I see that. Okay. I give you that. You saw that.
I started moving up north to northeast 19th Street, looking at funnel formation moving south over North Street. Heavy rotation spotted at around 6:42 p.m. Tornado emergency declared.
But where is those clouds before? I don't see anything.
Second rotation hidden behind the rain wall.
Okay. If it's behind the rain wall, I think we will not see from this perspective. What was that?
Parked on northeast 19th Street, looking west toward funnel formation.
Uh,
6:51 p.m. Tornado touchdown. Highly photogenic tornado, not rain warped.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Tornado intercepts Sterling path is steady southeast. Oh
You're-
my God.
You're so close, friend. You shouldn't be that close. What do you say?
At this exact moment, the secondary funnel touches down right behind me.
I think you have a problem.
Oh my God. Dude, stop recording.
Run
It's time
away.
to go.
Jump into the car and run away.
He was close enough to the first one. That second one formed right behind him.
What was that? And another... Once again we saw that formy thing. Waves glowing green. Barely see anything. It's so pixelated.
It looked like he was inside of it for a second there, right?
It's even more than a second.
There's no way. It can't be possible. Oh my god. Oh, whoa.
That doesn't look good. What the? What is this? Hello? Oh. Everything destroyed.
The May 8th twin tornado incident left 30 people with major injuries and 76 people with minor injuries.
At least nobody died.
First tornado touchdown was measured at an F3 in strength, while the second was measured at F1.
Yeah, we saw the differences.
F3, it looked huge.
Okay, so he was something like in here, but doesn't make sense because we were watching F3, so he was like here watching first tornado, F3 tornado, and right behind him appeared F1 tornado. I suppose that he was running away to the road, so he was like no nearby any of the tornadoes. So why he jumped? Why he was in the tornado? Interesting.
That was like the highest on the scale. The cause of the green lights observed within the tornado funnels remains unknown. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go through it. First of all, Hunter got some huge balls, man. I would not be able to do something like this.
Balls of steel.
Like, being this close is beyond the level of danger for me alone. This is way too close in my opinion.
Yeah, I saw that some documentaries that people can go that close to the tornado, but often they are in special cars that are supposed not to be taken by a tornado, and they can analyze and research them, but not by food. My friend, what is wrong with you? Okay.
But not only did that happen, but then one formed right behind you. Like, this is insane. It's right there. And you survived. How did you even survive? I just want to watch the footage again of him dealing with that, because it does look like he is almost inside of it at one point. So this is him running. You can see the street line there. And then
yeah, and he was caught
right here, like what is that? This looks like he's inside of like a tunnel or something, the way that it passes the camera like that, and it's green
like,
as well.
Like it's a warp or something.
But this shot here, like the lightning that emerges from the tornado. Oh my god, it's such a bright flash.
Very bright.
It like charges up, strikes the ground in a few places, and then it's like an explosion of light, and then it's gone.
Nuclear.
And then of course you have the two of them here close to each other.
Glowing.
We can only see one light out of the one on the right side here, and there's two on the left, and they're kind of just stable in position. I mean, again, we're very early into this, right?
Yeah, we still
but if I'm
have
to
a lot
speculate,
of
maybe some kind of
nothing.
alien objects, like, that can move really fast and maybe spin and influence the creation of a tornado.
Or
It's such an
supernatural.
odd concept. Tornadoes with these green glowing lights. It's clearly those lights that are the phenomenon. Like, they are causing it, but what is it? And I'm so mind blown by the fact that he even survived that. I also did do some brief research, and twin tornadoes are actually possible, although they aren't very common. But I'm very curious because we've seen a lot of HydraTheory.net in this video. So let's head over to HydraTheory.net and see what's going on over there.
Right. Check out the
website.
site.
HydraTheory.net. Okay, everybody, welcome to HydraTheory.net. This website is public, and you can access it yourself. The link to it will be in the description down below if you want to check it out. Welcome to HydraTheory.net. In May of 2005, Oklahoma was struck with an unusually violent tornado outbreak. Eyewitnesses reported seeing glowing lights within the funnels of these tornadoes, sparking online discussion. Hunter Graves, a meteorology student from Texas A&M, analyzed the storm systems and discovered unusual patterns within the conditions surrounding the storms. It appeared that an underlying phenomenon was responsible. The Hydra theory, as theorized by Graves, states that violent storm patterns, including tornado outbreaks, are connected through an underlying phenomenon. Currently, not much is known about this phenomenon other than the appearance of green glowing lights that accompany the affected storm systems. Graves is dedicated to uncovering the truth of the phenomenon, no matter the cost. Stay tuned to HydraTheory.net for more details. So first of all, you guys already know I love when a website's involved. But we got the homepage here. We got an about. We got a shop. The shop does go to the merch, which we will check out in just a second. The videos goes to goes to the Hydra Theory channel, and we got photo evidence here. So we got from the first video that we saw in the series, looks like some storm charts. The twin tornado incident, and then this is from the next video that we're going to go over. Hunter Graves 2005. Export archive. Not click on that. And powered by Serifix. Then we got the Hydra Theory logo here. Let's go to the about section. Hunter Graves. Hunter Graves is a 24-year-old meteorology student at Texas A&M. Originally from Duncan, Oklahoma, Hunter moved to Texas in 2003 after the disappearance of his father, Dr. Alistair Graves, in hopes of supporting his family with a college degree. In 2005, Hunter began HydraTheory.net to document his research of anomalistic weather phenomena. I believe it's Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun? What? What does it mean?
Is the idea of like everything in a story is presented to you and going to be used eventually, right? So if you ever see a gun in a movie, it's because the gun is going to be used.
Oh.
At least, hopefully I'm right on that. But the fact that it says Hunter moved to Texas in 2003 after the disappearance of his father, Dr. Alistair Graves, makes me think that that's going to be a bigger part of the story than just some description about Hunter. Okay, so that was the about section. Let's go to May 2005. Okay, May 2005 is the home page here. So let's go to March 2005.
What the? Ultra speed
Serifix. Ultra light speed connection. Sign up today. 2005 Serifix Web Solutions. Use code POWER for a 10% discount. Ultra light speed connection.
ULSC.
I'm guessing this is an internet connection.
Yeah, I think so.
Company then. They are helping run this website. This website is definitely something we're gonna have to keep an eye on.
Something with this sponsor is not good. We need to keep in mind those internet provider, because
there is no way that AQ Studio would create this website just to, you know, frame around the series. You know, just there's gonna be something deeper in here. For example, like how in the about section we get this extra little info about Dr. Alistair Graves. I'm sure there's going to be more little secret things on here that we just can't find right now. Of course, I do want to advertise the shop section of this. So from the creators of Midwest Angelica, HydraTheory.net. And there are 3 pieces of merch that you could check out. We got the Theory t-shirt, the Theory trucker hat, and the Theory sweatshirt. So obviously, if you guys want to go and support Hydra Theory,
$36 for hat. Oh my god. Pretty expensive.
go check it out here. Link to the merch will be in the description down below. And of course, if you're a fan of their past projects, Eventide Media, Midwest Angelica, there's a bunch of merch for that as well. But all right, let's jump into the next video. Video 2.
In this video,
The Primordial Maelstrom.
When there was this screenshot, I think I saw something like head.
So I just want to speak on the title of this video before we start. Primordial Maelstrom. Primordial means something existing from the beginning of time or the earliest stage of development. And Maelstrom refers to a massive, exceptional, powerful whirlpool capable of pulling objects in. So this either sounds like a tornado that's existed from the beginning of time, or a insane tornado at the beginning of its development. So I just want to state that before we started here.
Why?
Oh, hold up. Come on, the first second you're giving me flashing text. All right, so we got Export Archives, which is the logo that we saw on the website. Archive 1, July 28th, 2004. Hold up, we're going back.
Wait,
the following video file was found unpublished on HydraTheory.net. Footage was captured by Hunter Graves near Duncan, Oklahoma.
Again in Oklahoma. Okay, doesn't look like it would be any tornadoes.
Man. So how's life treating you, Marco?
You know, same old, same old.
You still at that same company?
Oh yeah, no company. It's alright, you know. He's alright. What you, Hunter? What you up to?
I'm heading off to college soon in August.
Alright.
Looking forward to that.
What was that again?
Oh, Texas A&M. Yeah, I'm living down there right now, but
You studying what?
I don't know, man. I'm probably looking at meteorology or something. We'll see how it goes. Something in the sciences, I think.
Wait a minute. Something is not adding in here. Because in 2005, Graves was working at, or at least was connected to those Texas Academy. And right now, 1 year earlier, he doesn't know even where he's going for something. He doesn't know that. He just like he didn't apply it.
That suits you. Yeah, for sure. And it is beautiful out here.
Beautiful land up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss it. How's Mom? You seen her?
Yeah, every now and then. She's
Yeah.
getting up there in years, you know, so.
Yeah.
A bit too kind to her.
Yeah, I feel that. I got this new camera if you want to check it out.
Yeah, let me see that.
I think this is a brother of his?
Nice, right?
Yeah. Nice. Hey, don't want to break it.
Wait, what he... something about, I think, fishing. I thought that he would be... yeah, about fishing. Nothing interesting.
Nice. Hey, don't want to break it.
Anyways, if you're down to do something right now, we can head out. You're up for it? All right. Hit the road. All right, where we heading, Marco?
I don't know, you choose.
We hit that mall we used to go to when we were kids.
Yeah. Or you just head out my place, chill.
Yeah, sure. I'm down for that.
Gotta take this.
Marco.
What?
Hello? Hello?
What the hell? Wait, hold up. Pause. Following this interaction, Marco attempted to call the number back several times to no response.
Okay. That's...
I'm already confused at the fact that someone published this footage that wasn't Hunter. Like, the way they're describing it is like, oh, this was recorded by Hunter Graves, which makes me think that something has happened, or something happens to Hunter in the future. And now he's hanging out with Marco, and Marco gets a call. They're coming for you. Run.
Who was that? Marco, who was that?
It was
What?
It was Dad? How
What?
was that possible? It must have been a prank call, dude.
But he vanished in
It was
2003.
his voice. It was same number.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Dad's been gone for 2 years.
Exact. It had to have been him.
That's the one,
That
sorry.
does not make any sense. That does not make any sense. That was not him. How?
I don't believe it. I don't understand either. Okay.
Let's go home.
Who is coming for Marco? What is going on?
Renovations right now.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a new property.
Yeah, a few years at this point. Yeah. It's nice. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent size.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was that call about? I can't imagine that was actually, I mean, it must have, do you know anybody who was pranking you? Do you know anybody who might be doing that? I mean, that's not nice, man. I mean,
It was his voice. It was his number.
I mean, it's gotta be,
Makes no sense.
it's gotta be one of your friends, you know? I don't think I mean,
That just wouldn't.
I don't believe in ghosts, but that is weird.
He's not a ghost.
I'll tell you what. I'm at the inside of the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be out here.
Something happened to him.
I mean, I can understand the denial. So Marco and Hunter are brothers, and
sure.
their father went missing. Hunter says their dad's been missing for 2 years at this point, so he must have went missing some point in 2002. And then now they're just sitting together. They get a call from their dad's phone number. Sounds like their dad, and it says, "Marco, run! You gotta go. They're coming for you." So I can
Who's
understand that they're like, oh, it must be like some kind of prank call or something, because, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Your dad's been missing for 2 years. Now all of a sudden he calls you, says run, and then hangs up.
Man. It's getting a little cloudy out.
Coming from Marco specifically, though, like not someone's coming for you or Hunter and Marco, you know?
It's been a while since I've been out in this part of town. I'm gonna miss this. Hey, what's up?
I just saw on the news a massive tornado warning. With
Tornado warning?
Yeah.
Holy crap! It is sunny out. Oh my gosh.
I know at all. I mean.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I saw. I mean.
Holy. All right,
You guys
we're
know
gonna
right
get inside.
What?
Marco, you know if we're in the path?
Oh, not yet.
You're coming from Austin, Oklahoma. If you look over here, we are seeing
Emergency
locations
broadcast.
start to form. This is an image from Doppler radar. I want to tell you folks, this is not looking good.
Holy
If you're
crap, how
abducted
bad is this gonna be?
You need to seek shelter now.
This is
You need to
serious.
get below ground as fast as possible.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
come out of nowhere, and it's predicted to be one of the worst we've seen. I'm urging you all now.
No, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen
Within 15 minutes.
what they're saying right now. I don't. Yeah.
Something's definitely not right.
Very fast, clocking in at almost 72 miles.
Oh my lord.
Oh, that doesn't look any helpful.
The National Weather Service in Duncan has issued a tornado warning for southwestern Stevens County and south central Oklahoma until 4:15 p.m. At 2:46
It's
p.m.
not looking good.
In around 1.5 hours.
Indicator is severe thunder capable of producing a tornado. This dangerous storm was located near Lawton, moving northeast at 70.
I think they're trying to evacuate. I think they're trying to evacuate the news station.
That close to you?
I don't know. I think they're saying it's coming over here. They're saying it's there's rotation right now. It's developing.
Okay.
I need to go out and check. I'm gonna go out and check. Holy crap! It is black as night out there.
It was like how long? 30 minutes? It's 3 p.m. and August night.
Bro, get back inside. Oh. But never mind. Stay outside. Record it for me. I want to see.
And again, those green glowing thing. What the hell is? This is not normal. It's like tornadoes sucking 4 more tornadoes. No, that that's not normal. It was completely sunny day. It doesn't look like there should be any tornado. He got a call that they're coming for Marco. And like 2 hours later we have a huge tornado. It's not even a tornado, it's ultra tornado. Multiple tornado. Okay, at least they are in the basement. They can hide. It's very horrible. And again. What the? Nani? This was something star shape. Yeah. Same Marco. Marcus.
That was awesome. Hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, what?
So, we know this is not natural, as from the very beginning.
That's just not a tornado at that point. That is some kind of creature. So now this is huge for lore, because this means the growing green lights didn't start in 05. They've been seen as early as July 28th, 2004. And this doesn't, I mean, this is an extremely different tornado from anything that we've seen so far. This is like a main funnel and then like almost arms like branching off.
Like four
That's
more
crazy
tornadoes.
as it is. This right here, this scene where they're trying to, I'm guessing from my understanding, they're trying to tie themselves to the pipe there in the foundation. Because, you know, if anything happens, like at least they'll be stuck to there. But then the tornado comes anyway. You could see like all that stuff fall from the ceiling. You could see the rotation on camera. Like, whoa.
What is this?
That looks crazy. Hold on, again.
How huge this must be. Oh, and
that is
Marcus was
so.
sucked.
First of all, you see the rotation, right? But then something comes into the middle of the rotation. What is that?
It's already in. And
It looks like,
I know if you can see, but here is Marco.
so we got 4, 5, 6, 7 arms and these 4 dots here. The way that the
also are
light
glowing.
angles there, right? It's in such a pattern.
I don't know, this might be by the camera. Oh, Yeah. You see that Marco was sucked up. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a ring around that. Oh, I don't know if I like it.
Oh my god. Is this Marco? And then this
Yeah.
this symbol.
4 rings
It's
inside
4
one.
circles inside another circle. I'm not finding any search results for symbol like that, so this could be completely original here. This is what the phone call was warning. Is that this storm was coming and it was going to take Marco. And like it's lighting up and everything, and then the second Marco gets sucked up there, the symbol happens, the lights stop, and it cuts.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
I think...
So does that mean
is
Hunter got sucked
pretty-
up into the storm too and then thrown out? Hunter Graves was hospitalized for 3 days following the incident.
Oh,
Marco Graves' body was never found.
but why somebody unreal showing
A
this?
year later, in May of 2005, Hunter Graves began uploading videos to his personal website, hydratheory.net.
Why the outro?
Hydra theory, the theory that extreme weather events, including tornadoes, are connected to a singular underlying atmospheric phenomenon.
Hey, this is Hunter Graves from HydroTheory.net. From around May 3rd to May 8th, 2005, we have seen a major tornado outbreak around Oklahoma. 28 tornadoes in total, ranging from F1s to F4s in strength. Now, what caught my
about
attention
2004?
particularly as a meteorology student was the reports of glowing lights inside of the tornadoes, which could potentially be attributed to ball lightning, but according to footage captured of the storms, this doesn't just look like ordinary ball lightning. And now, upon doing some deeper research into the storm systems and the conditions they formed under, I have come to the conclusion that something weird is going on, and that there's an underlying phenomenon here that seems to be the root cause of these storms. As for what it is, I can't.
Something stop him from talking? Something, of course.
Many of the
unnatural.
files on the site were corrupted in the same way as this one. It seems there was an effort to erase the site even before I got to access to it. Alongside the first hidden video file, this second file was stored on the site's archives.
Everything is
According to the
still
metadata, it was recorded in August 2004.
August.
Experience high-speed internet unlike anything you've ever seen before. Faster than light. Can you keep up? Serapix Web Solutions.
Let me this company is like have green motives. Okay, I'm not saying anything.
On July 28, 2004, fate struck the small town of Duncan, Oklahoma. At 3:13 p.m., the largest tornado in recorded history touched down, taking the lives of 710 people and injuring thousands
Really
more.
strange tornado.
This monstrosity of a tornado has since been called the primordial maelstrom. Cyclone Shell, a meteorology research firm based out of Texas, has begun proper research on the primordial maelstrom, hoping to gain further insights into the unusual nature of this storm. In footage taken from various sources, the storm appeared to contain multiple offshoot vortices that connected to the main 2-mile-wide cyclonal.
Also corrupted. The news video. Okay, I have a goosebumps. What the was that?
Hunter never mentioned anything about this event when he met with me.
don't remember.
Additionally, he never mentioned anything about the primordial maelstrom. Hunter also never published any videos to his site referencing either of these events. Export archival material. July 28th, 04 to May 9th, 05. November 2005, Export LLC. I don't even know what to say. Like,
I have so many questions. Like, dude, we have something supernatural or even alien inside this tornado that was able to suck Marcus, and only Marcus. Primordial maelstrom that have 4 others. Tornadoes suck into it. And on the very end, we saw something coming for Hunter. Eh?
there's a lot of layers to this already. There's a lot of layers. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of world building going on here.
Yeah, and this is only one video. Oh, this will be harder than I thought.
And I love it for that. I needed to take a minute there to write down some notes and really process everything that happened. First of all, this video is incredible. The whole way that the story is laid out and that ending scene genuinely gave me chills because it was the last thing I expected. We learned that this footage is from a year prior to anything that we've seen so far. And it's Hunter talking to his brother Marco. Their dad went missing apparently in 2002. Hunter and Marco are just chilling, having a good time, when Marco gets a phone call saying, "They're coming for you, run." And the phone call is from their dad's phone number, and it's their dad's voice. But that doesn't make sense because their dad's been missing for 2 years. How could that be possible? And within the hour, all of a sudden there's a tornado warning on TV. Then a tornado pulls up, takes Marco, and vanishes in another hour. This entire video, everything that we watched regarding the storm and the lead up, took place in a 2-hour window. The video starts at around like 2 p.m. and the storm is over by 4 p.m. So very clearly, the dad was calling and warning Marco about the storm coming.
Yeah, this is
now, who is they? Who is the people that were coming for him? Like we looked at it before, it appears alien. I think that this could be the bottom of some kind of alien spaceship, and maybe aliens are using tornadoes as a way of camouflage in a way to target specific people for whatever reason.
What I want to say is that meteorologists cannot like predict in more than 2 hours that a tornado will come. Like, I don't know, 24 or even 48 hours before. I don't know, I'm not a meteorologist or anything like that, so yeah.
But it definitely, if my theory is correct that these are aliens, right, then the dad must have gotten involved somehow. The dad's a doctor. Who knows in what field that could be? His name is Dr. Alistair. So I don't know, maybe he was a doctor in alien research or something. He got caught up in the wrong thing and he was abducted first. And then I don't know why they would be abducting Marco. Who knows? But you could kind of think that this is the bottom of a ship. And it's the way that the tornado wraps around the bottom here, like in a pattern, that makes me think that could be the edge of the ship there. And then it takes Marco, this symbol flashes, and then it looks like it's gone. And it's done. Now, it's insane to me though, because we learn at the end of the video that this is the largest tornado in recorded history, this one. It killed 710 people and thousands were injured.
Oh.
So, whether it's aliens or who knows what, they do not care about killing people in the process. If they want you, they're coming to get you. It's insane to me that if this storm was only to get Marco, it killed 710 people and injured thousands. Destroyed who knows how much property.
Only to get one
all just
man.
to get Marco. It's insane. Not only that, but we get the lore drop later that this was one of 2 videos hidden on Hydra Theory's website. And many of the files on the website are corrupted for some reason. And it's almost implied that someone tried to take the website down at some point. Now, whoever this person is, we don't know who uploaded this file, but it's not Hunter. It's someone that Hunter has met with, and Hunter did not tell them about either of these videos, did not tell them about this incident, and did not tell them about this video at the end here. Now, my first thought was, you know, in the first video, why did Hunter not tell us about this first incident?
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense if he would say on the very beginning that something happened to his brother, but he only mentioned his father. Like, he don't remember that something happened about primordial maelstrom in 2004. Are the aliens from the second video, from this video, wipe his memories? Too many questions for now.
But I don't think it really matters. Hunter's goal is that he's trying to figure out what are these glowing lights. And it seems that the first and only time he ever saw this glowing light was the primordial maelstrom. So now, a year later, all of a sudden there's, what'd they say, 28 tornadoes, and all of them were seen to have glowing lights in them. So your brother disappeared in one very extremely anomalous, crazy tornado. Maybe you come to accept that it was just a crazy storm. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And damn, it's whatever. But now a year later, you're seeing more storms like that. More familiar. You go to your university, you do research, and you're like, damn, these storms don't make sense. There's something else going on. Then you remember, my dad called and warned us. There must be something going on here. So now you start the Hydra theory. You're trying to spread the news like, guys, these tornadoes are weird. There's something up about them, and I'm going to find out. And you start this website, you know, you're trying to publicize and spread this information. You don't necessarily need to tell people about the first storm. I mean, I think it is like a little, you know, you're not telling the whole information. But I think he might consider that first storm a one-off until he sees these other storms, and he's like, no, there's something else going on here. It makes me even wonder, like, the fact that a second tornado formed behind him at the end of the first video, was that, like, targeted? You know what I mean? If these storms aren't random.
If he was target, but he was inside tornado, but he ran away. He was able to run away. What went wrong? Why he was able to run away? Interesting.
And if they are like aliens moving around trying to do business under, you know, while being discreet, maybe that second storm that formed behind him wasn't an accident. And it was trying to get him out of the way or scare him away. Again, I think the weirdest things to take away from this is why Marco? Why the brother? It doesn't look like Marco has any involvement in anything. In fact, he's even a firm believer in that his dad had disappeared. He thinks that that whole phone call must have been, you know, some weird thing, and then he gets taken. So it's not, I wouldn't assume that he was involved in the dad's work. And then the even crazier part is that whatever these are, again, I'm guessing aliens, literally come and visit Hunter here. He's in his room watching this program about.
Give me a moment. Also, Marco, when he picked up the phone and hear his dad, he remained pretty calm. It wasn't like, oh my god, my father is calling to me, what should I do? It was just like, how I need to say to my brother that father is calling. You know, this is a little different. It was like he knew that his father will call him or something like that, or maybe in the previous moments in the past he was calling him, but he just didn't want to say it to the hunter. Strange.
Out the storm makes sense. And then the door opens here and we hear
Someone's coming.
and you see, I don't know if this is an arm, a body, but it makes me uncomfortable because it's just the shape doesn't make sense, whatever it is. It looks spiky. That's the best way I could describe it. And it has like this moan to it. And
it was like this spaceship, let's call it spaceship. It looks like this spaceship, but without the outer ring.
It clearly scares Hunter. But it's interesting that is, you know, that happened in August of 04, and he's doing Hydra Theory in May of 05, so clearly he's still alive and okay. So if these are aliens, why are they just coming to visit him? They clearly didn't take him. They didn't kill him. He survives this event. It's just so weird. And then we learn that, you know, there's some other third-party person involved in this that met Hunter at some point, and it seems like Hunter's not around anymore because this person is going through the Hydra Theory website and finding these hidden videos. And apparently...
But Mark put those videos in the first place on his site. Later on, someone or something want to destroy those videos.
Discovering that some of the files are corrupted and it looks like someone tried to take it down. I would assume that it was, you know, the aliens that tried to take it down. Again, I'm just going to call them the aliens, whether they're aliens or not.
Because we don't know what is it.
Who knows? That is yet to be seen. But this other party, these aliens may have tried to take the website down because he was onto them. And maybe eventually they do end up getting Hunter because he's trying to do research and trying to figure all these things out. Now, the Serifix thing, there's something going on with that as well. Serifix is running the Hydra Theory website. We see an ad for them right here. And also, we learn about Cyclone Shell, which I don't think is random either. That's another company, a meteorology research firm that was researching the storm. I do think these are things that we need to remember and keep in mind for later. Now, despite that huge lore drop and everything, we do have one more video, and it is a lot shorter. So let's see what's going to go on in that one.
But maybe it will answer
Video 3.
a lot of questions that we have.
Inside Solenoid. Okay, so before we jump in, Inside Solenoid is the title, and a solenoid can refer to two things. One is an electromechanical device that converts electrical energy into linear mechanical motion. Or, in meteorology, a hypothetical tube-shaped structure in the atmosphere formed at the intersection of constant pressure and constant density, creating vertical circulations. It's honestly the best I could give you. I don't really understand it. But if someone...
Wait a minute. We saw this in the previous video, where is after this ad of this company. We saw something like this. Okay.
Could explain what that means? I would love to know, because I can't fully find a way to understand that part. But let's watch and see if we could figure some stuff out. Ghost voice, file retrieval 1.
Okay.
Dataset info, date acquired, November 14th, 2005. Server designation, Serifix main internal. File path, main base internal, data info training. Notes. File discovered on an internal server system. Seems to be internal training use. No firewall attached.
Okay.
There's a name drop of Serifix. November 14th, 05. Interesting.
It says Seraphics, I don't
Type
know.
Z3 solenoid comm generator. Inside a solenoid generator. 2002 Serifix Web Solutions.
What the? What is this? Why is it so pixelated?
Pleromic tissue composite.
This gives me vibes of those alien things that glowed when the Marco was caught.
Runic base. These circles looking familiar.
As I said,
Exterior sections. Orbital magnet, channel probes, subtissue ring, main tissue ring. Man.
what?
Protopleroma.
What is
I gotta look up some of these words, I'm sorry. Protopleroma. Protoplasm is the living semi-fluid substance inside a cell that is enclosed by the plasma membrane. That's what comes up when I Google that. Documentation 4516.
It's give me zero information, but what? Oh, this is hand. Okay.
Runic, base rune analysis. What is happening?
Victory. That's what? Okay, we're going here.
Trauma resp.
Oh, someone is staying there.
Protofluid.
Thinking information. LVTM. Keter head.
Target lock.
Excuse me.
Ceramic tissue synthesis.
Okay, this is under the microscope. Everything is green.
Solenoid construction. Notes. Serifix solenoid comm system is patent pending to U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Description: to increase wireless communication speed and efficiency. Protopleroma and pleromic tissue were also mentioned frequently, perhaps classified metamaterials. Ghost voice. No, what generally what is going on? What is actually happening?
Who is Ghost
Okay,
Voice?
so funny enough, what you're seeing now, this recording, is almost a week later. This video was done and finished, fully edited, and then I went back and I realized there were definitely some things I misunderstood, and I think I have a theory to figuring out a lot of what's going on here. But first, let's go through that video that we just watched, because it may have confused you, and it definitely confused me a bunch.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty
remember,
much
this video is from Serifix, apparently. And Serifix, from what we've seen so far, is what Hunter Graves' website runs off of, and it's also an internet service, so they provide internet. They claim to have speed faster than light. Now, obviously, after what we just saw, why would any of this be in the database for a company that makes internet or provides internet speeds. Well, I decided to look up, what does Seraphix mean? Is there a meaning behind that name? Some of you may have already known, but I had no idea. So a seraph is a celestial being or angel, and seraphic means to be angelic or heavenly. Keep that in mind. A good majority of this video is about the Type Z3 solenoid comm generator. And what this device is, I honestly feel insane for what I'm about to say. But I believe what this device does is it extracts the cells of angels. Or
Marcus, everything well? You want to talk about that? Angels. Where did you get those angels from? If you have one word, seraph, seraphix, so to be most precise, but still, dude, this gives nothing.
angelic beings or heavenly beings or cosmic beings, whatever you want to frame it as. But it extracts cells from something that is not human and not known to Earth. Big first evidence of this is the pleuromic tissue composite. This is another thing that I also didn't know what it meant. So in Gnosticism, pleroma is the realm of divine perfection and contains divine beings. Pleroma can also mean divine totality. So what I believe they mean by pleuromic tissue is godlike or angelic tissue. And by the way, these are all like new terms to me, and I am trying my best to understand by doing research on Google.
You're not the only one. Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Sometimes I do get things wrong. So please, if I'm getting anything wrong about this, let me know in the comments down below. But I've also been scouring through the comments under this video, and they seem to be in somewhat of an agreement with what I'm thinking here. You might be caught off guard because we just talked about tornadoes and aliens, and now we're talking about godlike or alien tissues, but I promise it will tie in a second. The next thing we see is a runic base. And although not the same, these circles definitely look very similar to when we saw Marco get taken in the last video. Now, runes themselves can be lots of different things, but they can also sometimes tie into magic and being cosmic in a sense, so also being alien. Now, again, like I said, the whole point of this solenoid thing is, I believe, to extract tissue or cells from an angel or godlike being. We can see protopleroma extract process, and then we see what looks to be someone's hand here, and it looks like they are very cut up and damaged here. This is the weird part, right? Is that based on what we're reading and like seeing here, it seems like that they're taking tissues from an angel or an alien or something, but this person looks human. So I'm almost wondering if somehow Seraphix got their hands on an alien being or an angel that somehow fell to Earth or something like that. And instead of helping it, trying to get it back home, we did the evil human thing, where we take it and experiment on it and try to use it for our own gain. We also see another base rune here that we're analyzing, which has a lot of different terms on it. You could see victory here, Netzach, I believe. It's hard to get all the letters for some of these, and some of these aren't even in English entirely. Then we have another video of a person here. So just hold on to this, like remember everything that I said. It's a lot to understand in this short video right now. Then we see proto-fluid, and then we see this short clip here, which is showing the rune, and it says Heatherhead, White Jehovah, maybe macro, and then I can't entirely read this word, the crown, God and his, I can't fully read this one, world of the supernulls. This is where I think that you guys will help me a lot in the comments, because maybe you guys will recognize or understand this from somewhere. A big fault that I have when it comes to a lot of this content is when there is a lot of religious connections or religious symbolism, I can totally miss it because I did not grow up in a very religious household, and I do not have a lot of education when it comes to that aspect. So you guys usually help me a lot there in the comments, and I would appreciate if you did now, because maybe you guys will recognize and understand this a lot better than I do. But from my understanding and from what I've read, this is supposed to be God here. And the fact that this says target locked seems like, again, like I said, I do think they somehow got their hands on an angel or some kind of alien, and now the next target is God.
So people try to extract cells or tissue. God? Angels? Before this moment, I thought that maybe it's other way, that angelic beings are trying to get something from us. But because of the target lock on something godlike, this theory doesn't make sense. But how it's connected to those tornadoes? How it's connected to the Marco? Okay, not enough answers. We need more answers.
Just the highest being. I also want you to listen to this segment too, because just listen to the scream. I'm gonna play that for you one more time. Okay, now keep that in your head and listen to this segment from the last video. I personally believe that those two bits of audio sound incredibly similar. So whatever visits Hunter at the end of the last video in August of 04 is the same as what they are experimenting on here. Now, this is a case where we're given a lot of information, but it can be interpreted in lots of different ways. My thought process here is that, again, for Seraphix, somehow, some way, an angel or an alien crashed onto Earth. They discovered it, and instead of helping it or trying to help it get back home or heal it, they took it and decided to experiment on it. If it really is this cosmic, angelic being, then it is powerful, far more powerful than a human. So they decide to extract its tissue and its cells to be able to use it for what I would think would be financial gain. They do claim to be an internet speed company that has internet that is faster than the speed of light. Listen, I got fast internet, but my internet isn't faster than the speed of light. All right, so if
especially in 2005.
anything's gonna make it faster than the speed of light, I would say it's something cosmic or angelic. So maybe somehow they're using what they're extracting from this angel or alien, and they are using it to increase internet speed.
Wait a moment. Marcus saying that it is in the same company. Oh my god. Don't tell me that their father and Marco was working for Seraphix, and those angelic / alien things are brethren that wanting his brother back, and if they firstly took Marco and Hunter father, and later they kidnap Marco to get know where is their brother. So it is like two different waves of evil because one side is trying to get money from, let's say money, because we don't know their motives. They try to get urine from the blood of the angel / alien and other, let's say an alien. Other aliens try to find him, and they don't even care how many of them will die, how many of people will die. But then why 28 tornadoes on the very end of the on the May 2005? It's possible that the company is in I don't remember the name of the state, sorry, in this state, or even more in this city that was mentioned. Oklahoma. Oh yes, Oklahoma. In this city, and they trying to scan people, trying to know who knows something. That's why 28 different tornadoes. And Hunter was caught, but they saw that he will not get any information from him because he's not working for this for the company for Seraphix. That's why he left him. Oh my god.
But I also wonder if they are experimenting on humans, like if this is like a side project for them as well, to see what else can they do, what else can they produce that could possibly get them even more financial gain, or even beyond that, just power in general.
Like,
and I think that's what we might be seeing here. We're seeing that they are extracting it from angels or a cosmic being and then mixing it with humans. And the biggest reason why I think that is because they say here pleuromic tissue synthesis, and synthesis is combining two or more elements. So I'd expect that they could be experimenting on humans here. And this is where we're going to dive into my theory in the outro here, but these are just things to keep in mind. This weirdly feels like it's like totally out of the window because we're following Hunter, who's, you know, experiencing these tornadoes, and you know, one of the tornadoes took his brother, and they have these glowing lights and all these weird things. And then all of a sudden we go to an internet company that might be experimenting on angels or cosmic beings. Sounds kind of crazy, but I think it's all going to go together, and I'm about to explain it all to you. So that was the series Hydra Theory, created by AQ Studio. So far, at least, there is going to be a lot more coming. This is only scratching the surface. I mean, we're only 3 videos in. We have the website, but there isn't too much on it yet, at least as far as I know. And I think I have a pretty solid theory as to what's going on and how to tie everything together. And again,
okay, with my theory, before Marcus' theory, I want to say my theory, how it looks like for me. So the people get the alien that we call angel. Let's say that we experimenting on him and on other people to maybe fuse cells of alien and of man, but they're only a internet provider. Okay, the internet provider, but Hunter's father and Marco, they're working for this company. That's why they were kidnapped. To maybe gain the information from them. Where is their brethren? And from following the hunter, that he wanted to know what is going on with the tornado, we have totally different plot. Something totally different. And why Marco survived 3 times, sorry. Because first time when Marco was caught, they didn't want Hunter because he knew nothing. He just went to the college, to the university, I don't know, but he just went there. He wasn't working for anyone, for Seraphix to be precise. And later he survived second time when he meet this alien thing. But why second time? This is the thing that I don't know. Why the second time? Why did they came for him? To his apartment, to his house. And third time, in 2005, when there was 28th tornado, one tornado was on him, but they see this is Hunter that he still know nothing. So he left him. He was in the tornado, but he couldn't do anything with that. Okay, that's what I'm thinking for now. Let's move on.
And this is just a theory. I could be completely wrong, and I'm making a lot of, jumps in conclusions, but feel free to hear me out, and if you disagree at all, let me know in the comments down below. I think Seraphix is the center of everything that's going on here and the main problem. I do believe that either before Seraphix was ever created or at some point back in 2000 or 2002, around that range, something fell from the sky. Whether it be an angel or an alien, something fell to Earth. A being. Seraphix, the company, or whoever ends up creating Seraphix, finds this being and they decide to take it and experiment on it. Maybe it was before Seraphix was ever created, and because they found this thing, they ended up making the company of Seraphix. But they experiment on this thing and they extract its cells, extract its tissue, and they use it to create extremely fast internet speeds. Speeds that they claim are faster than light. And I believe someone that worked at Seraphix was Hunter Graves' father, Dr. Alistair Graves. We do learn in the second video that Hunter's father went missing 2 years ago, and that video was recorded in 2004, so we could assume that he went missing at some point in 2002. Well, in the third video that we watched today, you can read on the bottom there, it says 2002 Seraphix Web Solutions. So my guess is that Dr. Alistair Graves worked at Seraphix. He was helping them extract cells from these alien angel beings. Again, I'm not sure if it's an alien or if it's angels, or if maybe because it fell from above, they just assumed it was an angel and they're calling it that, but I will call it an alien for now. So Dr. Alistair Graves helps them extract the cells, try to use them to create faster internet speeds, and then they decide that they're going to now experiment on humans as well. What happens when we inject these alien cells into humans? Will it make them more powerful? Will it make them stronger? What will be the effects? Now, at some point during this whole experimentation and this whole work, the rest of the aliens find out that one of theirs fell to Earth and they want him back, but they don't know where it is. So maybe they somehow find out that Seraphix is the cause of this, and they decide to take one of the workers, Dr. Alistair Graves. They abduct him using a tornado, very similar to the tornadoes that we have seen in the videos today. And that's how he goes missing, and he's been missing for years. Then we jump to 2004, 2 years later, where Marco and Hunter are hanging out, and Marco gets that mysterious phone call from his father saying, Marco, you need to run, they're coming for you. Marco and Hunter are very confused how their father that's been missing for 2 years just called them, are in doubt, maybe somehow a prank call, something, you know, they don't believe it. It just doesn't make sense to them. Within 2 hours of that phone call, the biggest tornado in recorded history, which doesn't look normal at all, comes in, abducts Marco, and Marco is never seen again. I'd assume that the aliens weren't making any progress with the father, Dr. Alistair Graves, so maybe they were like, all right, well, now we're gonna abduct one of your sons because you're still not telling us where our alien is, our alien friend. I don't know how to say this properly. Dr. Alistair Graves can't give them the exact location of the alien, so they're like, all right, we're just gonna abduct your son now. So they take his son as well. Or maybe Marco did work with their father at some point, but we just haven't been informed of that yet. But clearly Hunter remembers this situation, and maybe he can...
Yeah, we only heard that he said about that he's working in the company. We didn't know which company, for who, for what. We only knew that same old. But we don't know anything.
Considers it an accident. You know, like I said earlier, he was just in the path of a tornado at the wrong place at the wrong time, and Marco got taken and he survived. Until in May of 2005, when there is the glowing tornado outbreak, where there are 28 tornadoes that are across Oklahoma, and they all have the exact same characteristics as the one that took his brother. The glowing green lights. And they're unexplainable. There's no reason why, given the current weather conditions, that those tornadoes should have been there. And I believe the reason why there's 28 tornadoes just randomly going around is because that is this alien species trying to still find their fallen one. They're now spreading the search farther and wider, which is why it is just directly going over buildings and houses, destroying everything in its path so that they could try to find the one that was lost. Hunter, seeing this, realizes this is very similar to the one that took my brother. I'm going to investigate it and find out the true reason of what's going on here. I also think that Hunter's dad worked at Serifix, and that's why Hunter's using Serifix as a way to run his website. That also might make sense why we're told later on that someone was trying to take down Hunter's website and they were corrupting files, is because Hunter was onto Serifix and what was going on. Like, he was finding out more of the truth without even realizing that Serifix was behind it. You know, if my dad worked at an internet company and he went missing, I would probably still use his internet company because my dad worked there. I mean, I believe in the work that they did, so I'll still use the company that my dad worked in. Unknowingly, he's doing that, and it's connected to the exact chase that he's after with these tornadoes. He doesn't realize that they're connected. Now, there is the weird thing of, like, who is the external person that is, you know, writing over the second video. They talk about how, you know, these are Hunter's archived videos that he never talked to me about, things like that, but we never find out the name of that person. But it almost implies that Hunter's not around anymore. So I'm wondering if at some point during Hunter's hunt with these tornadoes and trying to find out what the X factor is Hunter also going to be taken by these aliens? And that is pretty much my theory so far. Essentially, alien falls down to Earth, Serifix finds alien, they take it, experiment on it, use it to try to get financial and actual physical gains for humanity, although in a very evil way. Hunter Graves' father works at Serifix. The aliens find out, yo, one of us fell to Earth, we need to go and get it. They go down, don't know where the alien is, so they take Hunter's father. Hey, where's the alien? Hunter's father can't say anything, so they take Hunter's brother next. Still can't get anything, so then they send out 28 tornadoes to do a widespread search, and they still haven't found anything. So I can only imagine that the situation from here on in the timeline is just going to get worse, and that the amount of tornadoes is just going to get increasingly high and even more devastating. And eventually, Hunter himself will be taken as well. I think it's pretty solid.
Hunter could be able multiple times, 3 times to be taken, and in none of those moments he was taken. So in my theory is that he know nothing. That's why he's not abducted,
given the information that we have so far. But like I said, if you guys disagree with anything, if you think I'm misunderstanding anything, please let me know in the comments down below. That is one of the best parts about making these videos, is that we get to discuss these things. You guys give me your theories, I give you my theories. We trade information and knowledge based on what we know already, and I love the community that we have here, so please let me know. The only big thing that I really cannot explain is why one of these creatures comes and just visits Hunter in August of 04, a month after his brother is taken.
Huge
Maybe
unknown.
they did try to do a more low-key like just break into his house and take him, but that doesn't really make sense given that they already use tornadoes to try to mask themselves. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, the #1 priority for this video, if there's anything I want you to take away from this, if you enjoyed what you watched today, please be sure to go and support the Hydra Theory channel, which will be linked at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. So Aiden is one of the people that is a part of AQ Studios and helped create Midwest Angelica and a few other pieces of horror that you may have seen online. I admire Aiden's work so much because it has its own style to it whenever you see it.
This video, this series of videos was very good. I must say that. The moment with the alien gave me a goosebumps. It was good.
That was one of the big things I said about Midwest Angelica, was that when you looked at Midwest Angelica, you knew it was Midwest Angelica. Aiden finds a way to create these art styles around the series that make them so defined and stand apart from everything else online. And I feel the exact same way about Hydra Theory, and I can already tell that just like Midwest Angelica, Hydra Theory has been written out a lot further than we have seen so far. If you go back and watch the first video of Midwest Angelica, you can already see signs of where Midwest Angelica ends up at the end. So I'm very excited to see where the series goes because I could tell it's going to be well written. I could tell that the work is being put in and the details and everything are just absolutely incredible. But like I said, please be sure to go and support. AQ Studios has a Patreon, which I'll be leaving linked in the description down below. And they already have Hydra Theory merch and there's still Midwest Angelica merch up. So if you guys want to check any of that out, the links to it will be in the description down below as well. Please be sure to go and support this series. These series sometimes can't continue unless you guys continue to go and support them. So I won't be making a video on Hydra Theory again until there's a few more videos out. So please be sure to go and subscribe when those videos first come out, watch them yourselves, conjure up your own theories. And then when I end up watching it on my own, you guys can come back, let me know your theories and your thoughts as well. But alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more Hydra Theory, please be sure to drop a like on it. And if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1.5 million subscribers over here. And also, if you guys want to see anything from me that is not just analog horror, be sure to check out the second channel, Project Immortal, which will be linked in the description down below. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't thought that this would be that good. It was good, but I didn't thought that good. Okay, that was awesome. I want more.